some serious memories. You remember that 1996 Western Conference Finals series?
Oh, dude, how could I forget Colorado and Detroit?
Yeah, what Cole the Mute bashed Chris Draper's face off the corner of the boards, making him look like a purple ball?
Yeah, dude, that was absolutely horrible.
Dude, you think that's how he felt when he realized he got that question wrong? Start spreading the news.
You're such a dick. The following is a presentation of the 6HL and the 6HL media team. Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of the Season 13 6HL Owner Interviews. As always, I'm your host TJchalkboard, coming to you from the basement of the Legion of Doom headquarters. With each edition, I sit down with 3 owners, ask 8 questions, do some trivia, and have a little bonus round. These give the community a chance to get to know these guys better, but also allow them to show that they're more than just their digital personas. I had a ton of fun getting to know all these guys, and hope you enjoy these interviews as much as I did doing them. So, without further ado, let's get rolling. And here we go, a 6HL member since Season 10. This guy has the ability to be a complete game changer and also a proven ability to build playoff caliber teams. Returning to Washington, this guy is looking to keep his playoff streak alive in Season 13. Both of his previous teams have made it to the postseason, but in Season 12 they fell victim to a hot Columbus squad. Last season he hit a career high with 57 points in just 19 games and will undoubtedly be looking to trump that pace this year. A solid draft will be top of mind, as well as keeping the toxicity out of the locker room and building from the back end out. Simply put, this square slice loving outdoorsman will be looking to rebound this season in a tough Eastern Conference. Now, he was so confident on the first trivia question that I almost missed how wrong he was. That's legit how confident he was. But at the end of the day, trivia doesn't matter when it comes to building a truly great team. So welcome with me today, the owner of the Season 13 Washington Capitals, Seids. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. I'm glad to have you with me. I'm excited to have you with me. The season is fast approaching. Scouting is about to open up. Draft coming up. I'm sure you're excited.
Absolutely. Yeah, excited. A little nervous. I want to have a good season again like last, but there's going to be some really, really stiff competition out there this season.
Oh yeah, a lot of new guys coming into the league, right? So definitely going to be some guys to watch. I think looking at the draft class, I think there's a couple guys that might go underlooked. So hopefully scouting is able to catch them.
Right.
Your management situation. I know we can't exactly speak about it yet because none of it has been actually and fully announced. But you know who your management team is going to be?
Yes, I do.
Bringing back the same guys as last season, or a little different?
No, one different guy. He was on the team though. So
perfect.
Yeah.
So there's still already some chemistry there. That's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, unless you got any questions for me, how about we get into the interview?
I do not have any questions, so we can go ahead.
All right. So, number 1, who's your favorite NHL team?
Of course, the Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit Red Wings, of course. Of course. Represent the Red Wings. So, one of the first trivia questions, based on that, I hope you're going to be able to answer for me.
Hopefully we can. I actually have a Red Wings trivia book right here on my desk. So.
That's awesome. So, the big one, going back all-time NHL, who's your favorite player?
Sergei Fedorov. I would say.
Of course, Red Wings fan. You can't. Yeah, like
Absolutely.
Yzerman or Fedorov, right? It's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I like Peter Forsberg too, which is strange because Colorado, when I was younger, was my second favorite team, even though it was a rivalry.
Yeah, the massive
But I don't know.
rivalry.
I just loved how good they were. It was just, you can't excuse their talent. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. And like that rivalry, even for myself growing up as a Bruins fan, right? We didn't quite have the same successes as you guys did, but watching those Stanley Cup playoffs every year with, Colorado and Detroit, that was just some of the most amazing hockey to watch.
Oh, yeah.
The heat, the absolute heat that they brought.
Right. I wish it was like that still to the day.
I know. There's a lot of that hockey that's missing. So what about in the current NHL? Who's your favorite player?
That's a tough one. I would have to go with Moritz Seider, obviously, but really, as far as like if it wasn't a rookie, probably Tyler Bertuzzi.
Bertuzzi, yeah. There's an Uzi and Bertuzzi.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's a great pick. Now myself, I'm a foodie, right? So I know when it comes to game day, when it comes to the celebrations, food is that most important thing. What's your favorite food?
Pizza. Jets pizza.
That's it. Zeet.
I'm pretty simple, man. Honestly.
Yeah, you got
I can eat pizza every day.
you got a hometown place?
Yeah, it's Jets.
Jets? Where's that?
I don't know if that's typically hometown. It's franchise, but it's in Michigan.
Nice. Right on. I'll
Did you say?
Next time I'm down there, I'll have to take a look. I got family in Lapeer, so I'll have to look up. Jets.
Yeah, Jets it's delicious, man. They have the best square.
Nice. Ooh, square slice. I love square slice.
Yes, sir.
So aside from EASHL, obviously, management and playing, do you have any other hobbies that you'd like to get into?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always hanging out with my wife and kids, and we go camping, kayaking, things like that. Kind of outdoorsy. In the wintertime, it's kind of come home from work and stay out of the cold.
Yeah.
I mean, we've gone sledding one time this year, but,
Yeah, I don't know about for you guys up here. It's been kind of a mild winter up until this point. It seems to finally, like today here, up here in Ontario, it's minus 32 with the wind chill. Just absolutely gross.
Yeah, it's pretty cold today, too. I think it's minus 8 Fahrenheit here, so.
So you've been in the 6HL since season 10. Is what has been like your favorite or most memorable moment while playing in the 6HL?
I would have to say owning the first season. I know that we had a really tough season, but it was a fun season. Honestly, even though we lost a lot of games, all the guys were really cool, very humble. There was no drama, so that was the best part about it. The league, when you're in league play, it's supposed to be for fun.
Yeah.
I know you want to win, obviously, but just got to always remember to have fun,
Well, exactly, right? You want to be competitive, but you got to leave the ego at the door, right? It's one of the biggest things, that I stress to guys. So going into the draft, as we spoke about off the top, looking at your management group, looking at the scouting focus, tell me for you Seids, what does or will success look like for you this season?
Well, success would have to be obviously making the playoffs.
Yep.
I'm going to try to go with no ego players this season. We'll see.
Sometimes easier said than done.
Yes, absolutely. That's a tough one, but pretty much success is just have fun again, like I said, and make the playoffs, maybe win the championship. That'd be great. But that's really it.
Beauty. Now this is the last question, the 8th question. You've obviously had some success in the 6HL as well as I'm sure other leagues. What do you attribute your success and your skill set to? And for younger players or guys that are just getting into league play, do you have any advice for them?
Well, I would say that it just takes practice, a lot of playing time, a lot of grinding. That's really as far as I would say success goes within league. It takes a lot of practice with your teammates playing outside of league besides, 2 games before.
Yeah.
The tips I would have is stay humble and keep your ego out the door. Nobody wants the ego. Sorry to say it, but really nobody does.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Like it's the egos. I've spoken about that with other guys that like a lot of times the ego just seems to take over, right? And once you let go of the ego and you would own your own mistakes, right? Like you missed that assignment, own it, Just own it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Communication is another tip I would say. Communication is key.
Oh, 100%. 100%. So, that's the question. So, you ready to do a little bit of trivia with Chalk?
Yeah, let's try it out.
All right. So, question number 1. Can you name for me the 6 original teams in the NHL?
Yeah, the Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs, Chicago Blackhawks, Detroit Red Wings, Montreal Canadiens, and the St. Louis Blues.
There we go. Oh, Oh, no way. No way. Dude, it's Boston, Toronto, Chicago, the New York Rangers.
The Rangers, dude.
Yeah, Rangers. Not St. Louis. So close. So, dude, you were confident with that too, man. Oh man. Oh, that was
bad, dude.
Oh, dude, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. You're not. I can assure you that so far with the other interviews that I've done, you're not the first one to get that wrong.
Oh my god, I can't believe I said the Blues. I feel so stupid.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. All right, question. So question number 2. There are only 4 teams in the NHL that do not have an S on the end of their name. So obviously the Detroit Red Wings, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Bruins, they're out. They have the S on the end of their name. Can you name 3 of the 4 teams that do not have an S on the end of their name?
Dude, 3 teams that don't have an S.
Yeah.
I don't even think I can name one, dude. Hold on, let me think about this.
Yeah.
The Kraken.
Yeah, that's one.
The Minnesota Wild.
Yes, that's 2. One more. There's 2 more options out there. You just got to give me one more of them.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me use this brain real quick.
Think recent Stanley Cup champions.
Who the fuck? I'm drawing a blank. I don't know.
It's either the Tampa Bay Lightning or the Colorado Avalanche.
The Lightning. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the Avalanche. Either one.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm put on blast.
Oh, you're good, man. You're good. All right, so this is the last question here for you. If this one is multiple choice, so I'll give you 4 answers. You tell me which one is right. Who was the first player in NHL history to score a full strength, a power play, shorthanded, and empty net goal all in the same game? Was it A, Gordie Howe, B, Phil Esposito, C, Mario Lemieux, or D, Maurice the Rocket Richard?
I have to say Gordie Howe.
No, it was Mario Lemieux.
It was Mario Lemieux?
Yeah, it was Mario. Super Mario was the first one to score all 4 in one game. All right, so that's it. The trivia is done. You didn't do too bad, right? You got 2 out of 3. No, you know what, man? You were pretty confident with the original 6 answers. So I'm going to give you marks for that. But before we go, now that we're done with the trivia, there is one more question that I have to ask you, and this is an important one that I'm asking all the owners. For fun, who is the absolute best mascot in the NHL?
Oh, Gritty.
There it is. There it is, Gritty. Gritty getting love all around, right? Like, is there really any other answer?
Right? There is none.
No, there isn't. Anyway, Seids, thank you so much for taking the time out today to do this interview with me. I really appreciate it, and I wish you and the Washington Capitals all the success this season.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Have a good one, buddy.
You too.
Bye. This is another one that was a ton of fun. He has been a member of the 6HL since Season 9, and another defenseman at the helm of a team. A new face to 6HL management, he'll be looking to build off of his stellar Season 12, potting 6 goals, 20 helpers for 26 points, and a combined 72 takeaways and interceptions. He was another solid contributor to last season's Columbus Blue Jackets playoff run, and has proven himself as a force to be reckoned with on defense. He has a super fun management group, and I do mean super fun. I played some scouting games with these guys. They are phenomenal. He has a great personality and may consider himself a dark horse, but I think he'll be finding success with his attitude towards the draft and Season 13. Here he is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today with me, I have the owner of your Season 13 New Jersey Devils, Rizzthekidd. How you doing, Riz?
What's going on, man? Happy to be here.
Glad to have you here. Super excited for this one. Was actually doing a little bit of scouting last night with your management team. Those guys are an absolute hoot. So I'm sure you guys are going to have a whole ton of fun this season. Obviously with scouting now underway, the management team worked out. How are you feeling about going into the season?
Feeling good, man. Came off a great season last season with Columbus. We made a big run there. That was an incredible team put together by Tree, Wilksy, and Treff. And I got lucky to have a great D partner in Mashley. And just about all that team is somewhere else now, managing somewhere else. So
I was gonna say that's obviously got to be a little bit different for you. Not having Mash there, knowing that Mash is owning on another team. So definitely going to be maybe a little bit of a rivalry there we have to look forward to this season.
I don't know if it's as much as a rivalry as it's just going to be fun. Those guys, I learned a lot from them, and I'm just so excited to be able to line up against them for once.
Awesome. So you started in the 6HL when?
Season 9, yeah.
Season 9? Awesome. You got any questions for me before we get going, buddy?
No, let's get it done.
All right, let's get right to it. So, who is your favorite NHL team?
New York Rangers.
New York Rangers, another Rangers fan.
Rangers. Big Rangers guy.
Are you from New York?
I am. I'm from upstate, yeah.
Nice.
Way upstate.
Nice, and not a Buffalo Sabres. Well, okay, I can understand. Never
mind. No Sabres guy here.
No.
I'm closest to Montreal, believe it or not.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, yeah. Nice.
Way up there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player, NHL all time?
All time. So this is actually funny. I'm actually a big Marty Brodeur guy. I was a Devils fan as a kid.
Wow.
So big coincidence. I'm with the Devils now. But yeah, Marty Brodeur.
Nice. I can understand that. The '90s Devils. Marty Brodeur. Yeah. Oh, dude, that was a lot of fun hockey to watch to a point. They mastered the trap. Kind of led that dead puck era, but it won them a bunch of Stanley Cups, so you can't complain when you're doing it that way. What about current day? Who's your favorite NHLer?
Current day, I'd have to say probably Mika Zibanejad, the Rangers there.
Nice.
Just fun to watch in the power play. Good one-timer guy.
Oh yeah, he's got that dirty one tee. I like it. Yeah, I do try and watch as many games as possible all the time. And watching him and Panarin, just oh my god, so much fun to watch. I'm a little bit of a foodie myself. Love cooking and that. I know when it comes to game day, when it comes to celebrations, what I love. What about you? What's your favorite food?
I'm not a picky guy at all, man. I'll pretty much eat anything. It helps if there's a nice cold beer right next to it.
Nice.
But I like to cook myself, but I'm not picky at all, man. I'll eat just about anything.
Nice. I'm sure that makes it easy for the lady in your life.
I'm usually the one that cooks, believe it or not. So.
Nice. You know what? Actually, me too on this side. I do most of the cooking here at home.
She can do the cleaning and the laundry. I don't mind cooking.
I do the cooking and the laundry. She, I shouldn't be admitting to this, but she actually does almost everything else, and it gets me in trouble sometimes. Yeah. So aside from the EASHL league play, do you have any other hobbies?
Yeah. I mean, I play guitar a little bit. I'm in New York, upstate right now, so there's some snow on the ground. I like to take the sleds out for a rip here and there, and
nice.
I don't mind hopping on DraftKings, having a beverage and throwing some money at the TV and watching some games.
Nice. That's an awful lot of fun. I try and avoid that. If I'm going to do anything, it's a $2 bet. That stuff can get mighty dangerous if you're not careful. Keep that in mind, kids, before you start online betting. So, as you said, you've been in the 6HL now since season 9. Do you have a favorite or most memorable moment?
Absolutely. Had to be last season's playoff run with Columbus. Like I said, man, that team was just built from the bottom. Like I said, Tree, Wilksy, and Treff, they did a great job, and a lot of people didn't even think we were going to make the playoffs. I mean, we were 15, 16, 17, 18 in the power rankings for most of the season. We got Achilles and Mash together, and we just made a huge run, and it was great. The team just cooperated. The chemistry was there, you know. Nobody tried to make it about them. There was no toxicity in the locker room at all. It was just probably the best team I've been a part of so far. So.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. You know, when you have that chemistry in the locker room, when you can limit that toxicity, and yeah, like I recall, you know, watching the power rankings, you know, week to week, you know, you guys almost being out, and then just that quick shift, that change where, you know, it seems like everything kind of came together at once, and you guys were able to make an awesome run. So looking now at this season, we already touched on, you know, the upcoming draft, but for you yourself as the owner, what does or will success look like for your New Jersey Devils this season?
I think it's going to be a lot, just a lot of chemistry. It's going to have to be chemistry. I don't think we're looking for one guy to take the puck and make something happen all the time. I kind of want guys knowing where the puck's going, knowing where the puck should be going, you know, before we cross the lines, before it hits the tape, and hopefully it just finds the back of the net from there, you know.
Sounds good. It's always again, that chemistry. I think it's that's definitely one of the biggest things.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Last question here for you. You know, your success to get yourself to this point, you know, in EASHL play, what do you attribute that to? And for younger players or guys that are just getting into league play themselves, do you have any advice for them?
I mean, I started at the absolute bottom. I didn't know anybody. I joined this league, got RA'd, I've been TC'd, you know, and I just pretty much took every opportunity I could. When a guy didn't show up, just be there, just play. You got to take the opportunities you get. And I just grinded it out. And now I'm the owner of the 6HL New Jersey Devils, and I'm looking forward to being the dark horse this season. So
I don't know if you're the dark horse. Like I said, you guys definitely have you have a good group there with you, and I can't wait to see what you guys do in the draft. But yeah, I think you nailed it. You know, for those guys that are just starting out, you know, one of the most important things is make yourself available when you're a TC. Exactly. You know, as soon as that opportunity comes up for you to get a chance to play it. And you do something wrong, you make a mistake, own it. And, you know, take that little bit of criticism, try and learn, you know, stick to your position. All right, that's it for the questions. Are you ready for a little trivia with Chalk?
Sure, man. Let's do it.
All right, number one, can you name for me the original 6 NHL teams?
The Canadiens, the Leafs, the Bruins, the Rangers. How many is that?
That's 4.
Oh, boy. The Blackhawks and the Red Wings?
Yes, that's all 6. You nailed it. All right, question number 2. There's only 4 teams in the NHL that do not have an S on the end of their name. So, like the New York Rangers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Montreal Canadiens are out of the equation. Can you name for me 3 of those 4 teams?
Oh, man. I don't even think I can name one.
I'll give you a little hint to help to get you started. Think of recent Stanley Cup champions.
The Lightning.
There you go. There's one.
Okay. Man, every team I'm thinking of has got an S on there.
You all right? Well, you had the Minnesota Wild, the Seattle Kraken, or the Colorado Avalanche.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right. Question number 3. This one is multiple choice. I'll give you the 4 answers. You tell me who it was. Who was the first player in NHL history to score a power play goal, a shorthanded goal, a regular strength goal, and an empty net goal, all in the same game? Was it A, Gordie Howe, B, Phil Esposito, C, Mario Lemieux, or D, Maurice the Rocket Richard?
Man. I have no idea, to be honest with you. I'm going to go with, let's go Gordie Howe. I don't know.
No, it was actually Mario Lemieux.
Lemieux.
Yeah, that same dead puck era, he managed to do all 4 in one game.
Yeah.
Like an unreal feat. Nobody, Yeah, it's one hell of
Leave
a...
it to Lemieux. Yeah.
Well, there you go. You didn't do too bad on the trivia.
I got one.
Exactly. You got one and you knocked it out of the park with the original 6. So finally, want to do something just a little bit for fun, just to kind of see what everybody thinks. So this last question is just, like I said, just for fun. In the NHL, who is the absolute best mascot?
Well, it's got to be the Devil.
The Devil. Oh, we got
the Devil, man.
Got a different answer. No, dude, that's a great mascot. Personally, It's all about Gritty, man. Gritty's just
Gritty.
Absolute. All right, man.
With the Devil.
No, for sure, dude. Hey, the Devil is another good one. The only one that I really don't like, I think, in the NHL is that the Nashville, their new mascot with the eyes. It looks too real, man. It scares the it scares the absolute shit out of me. All right, Rizzthekidd, this has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for giving me your time today. And again, I wish you and the New Jersey Devils the best of luck through this season.
I appreciate it, man. Always good to hear from you.
Cheers. We'll be talking soon.
Sounds good.
Another unfortunate turn of events didn't allow me to sit down with BobbyBobbett, but not everyone wants to be involved, and we respect that. Bobby will be taking his talents to the West as owner of the St. Louis Blues in Season 13. He will be looking to build a strong team and take home the cup after falling one game short in Season 13 to a dominant Winnipeg Jets. Bobby had a tremendous Season 12 with Toronto, in which he posted 32 goals, 64 assists for 96 points, and a plus 48. Not to mention a combined 205 takeaways and interceptions. Bobby was kind enough to submit written answers, but never did give me his take on the best mascot in the NHL. I guess we'll have to speculate. I'm going to go with Gritty. Anyway, I'll share his answers with you now. His favorite team is the Montreal Canadiens, like we all didn't know that one already. His favorite all-time player, Martin St. Louis, a truly phenomenal pick and great player. His favorite current NHLer is Patrick Kane, and his favorite food is octopus. Now, I've had squid, but never octopus. However, I am willing to try it, Bobby. When asked about his hobbies, he likes to try different meals, so I guess octopus isn't the only part in his diet. As for his favorite or most memorable moment during his time in the 6HL, I think we knew what it was going to be. It was going to the Cup Finals last season. When asked what success will look like for him this season, it'll be winning the Cup at the end of the current season. That's definitely some confidence that he has, but you can't count him out. And number 8. About what he attributes his success to, and what advice he would give to younger or starting players. Tips for new players: go out there and scout, play with different people, and get known. But also, don't be afraid when somebody is giving you constructive criticism. And I'll tell you, I couldn't agree more. I wish Bobby and the St. Louis Blues nothing but success for Season 13 and can't wait to watch them out there. And that is it for this edition of the 6HL Season 13 owner interviews with your host, TJchalkboard. I hope you've enjoyed them just as much as I have enjoyed doing them, and I always do appreciate you watching. Don't forget to give us a like on all of our socials. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. As well, you can watch all of our live streams every time we do them on Twitch. And hey, if these are being released today, that means it's draft day, baby.